Okay, so I start with a 1 pound of chicken breast chopped into bigger than bite-sized pieces because it all shrinks when you cook it. I got half of an onion. I have half of a lemon. I have about 1.5 inches of fresh ginger. So got that. Minced garlic, red pepper, garam masala, a little bit of cayenne red pepper, black pepper, and half of a tomato, and plain yogurt. So I don't do a lot of measuring, but I'll try. So, oh, and olive oil. So just drizzle the olive oil. It's adding fat since there's no fat on these chicken breasts. If I had to guess, that's probably 2 tablespoons. And then I'll do my dry spices. And I want of the cayenne, probably half of a teaspoon. I don't want it too hot because the marsala spice is hot too. So about half of it. About half, yeah. Shh. Put that in there. Layla, no, ma'am. Shh. And then 2 tablespoons. Layla, no. 2 of. Come here. Cut it out. So that's 1. Layla, hush. That's 1. And the funny thing, they're barking at me tapping on the counter. So good guard dogs. 2 teaspoons of the garam masala. That looks about good because I can add more when it's cooking. Half. No, let's say a 1/4 teaspoon of the crushed red pepper, or to your taste. Half of the black pepper. Salt to dry. So now I'll do a teaspoon of the minced garlic. See how that looks. Let's do 2 teaspoons. According to your taste, I like garlic. Then we'll do the juice of half of a lemon. Thank goodness for these because my hands can't do this manually anymore. Don't forget you can throw these down your garbage disposal if you have one. Helps freshen them. So it's the lemon juice. Cover your ears for this one because I don't like to, when I have to have the onion really small, I don't like to do it by hand. Not for marinades. So I will put them in here. I don't know if that's small enough, so I'm going to run them through one more time. And this time add the ginger. Not good enough. I forgot the ginger. Oopsie. made it too small isn't a problem. It's going to be a marinade. It's going to cook in the pot with the chicken. So, if you're not comfortable with the size, keep on smooshing them. I think that's good. Just head to your marinade. That's kind of the trinity for Indian cooking. Is the ginger, the onions, and the garlic. And it smells so good. Okay, so now we need at least 2 tablespoons of plain yogurt, and I do generous tablespoons. And then just kind of mush it all together with the chicken. And this should marinate for at least an hour. Overnight is even better. But since I had such a shitty day, I did not do this early this morning. So I'll probably have an hour or so. And I am not going to put the tomatoes in here yet. The tomatoes will go in the pot when it's cooking. So half a tomato. You can add more if you want. It's only a pound of meat, so I didn't add too much. And as you're mixing it, if you don't see enough of the spices coming through, you can add more. So what I mean is, like, the yogurt should be starting to turn colors, and it's not yet, so this is where you can add more spice. Which is what I'm going to do. So this is the masala. It's Indian cooking. You can be as heavy or as light as you'd like. A little bit more of the cayenne. And again, you can add more when you go to cook it in the oven. Oh, I'm sorry, in the pot. But this is, I want this to soak into the meat. So the flavor is not just on the surface, but it's actually in the meat itself. The yogurt is a good tenderizer and helps all the spice stick to the meat. And that's pretty standard for Indian cooking too. Okay, so that's as complicated as it is for this part of it. Just cover it up and put it in the refrigerator. Again, overnight would be the best. If you were to do it for a long period, you'd need to stir it every once in a while. The only real thing that's going to change when I put it in the pot is adding liquid. I use chicken stock or chicken broth, but I still will come around and shake it a bit, mix it up every once in a while. Take it out of the fridge and shake it up and mix it. So it's 3:30 now. So I'm going to get at least a couple of hours of marinating. So that's pretty good. And then, of course, you start cleaning up behind yourself, because that's another one of my pet peeves. Anyway, that's it.